Welcome home, all my lovely and my handsome divine loves and divine lovettes. This is a message for the collective. Divine Spirit just gave me some insight and a message, which is a download as well. But it was about this distorted masculine energy who is not healed as of even yet. However, in the past, uh, this energy did something to this female energy uh, to make her sick, whether it's like place a spell or did some type of, whatever, did some, I don't know, some spell work, some herbs, some heebie jeebie, but it came out as like spell work, you know, uh, that's the way it came to my heart when Divine Spirit was giving me this information. But however, the reason he did so is because he was not healed spiritually, mentally, emotionally, he was not healed. So he saw this woman as being healed and fulfilled. This woman uh, may have been in school, or had a good job when they met or something of that nature. But the bottom line is, I'm seeing that he did some type of heebie jeebie on her, which is like some heebie jeebie to so that she could be, because see, he knew that she was fulfilled and healed uh, otherwise. And the only way he could be or feel successful is what I'm seeing is for her to be ill. Now let me tell you why he's doing this. And it's crazy because he feels that he's somehow entitled to that justice. And let me tell you why. He doesn't feel like a relationship is justified unless he's carrying the relationship to the furthest or the shortest, or he's in charge of what comes and goes in this relationship. So because he did not feel like he was in charge, he looked inside, he found a deeper way to hurt this female. This female may be terminally ill or carrying some type of illness right today. And he feels successful. All right, he feels like he received some type of justice, and he does not feel, anyway, committed to being responsible for his actions here. Okay, so therefore he moved on with feeling less than, feeling the weight less on his shoulders. Well, now what he didn't realize is that that woman too was smart. She had some type of insight. She was, they both met each other in a ski. What they say in a, how she say in that song? We met each other in a break, hopeless space. Similar to that. However, she was not hopeless. She was actually fulfilled. She was in school. She was doing well. She was getting some things done, and she just eventually, would see him for what he was, and obviously he knew that. So he had to throw some type of, and I'm going to call it what I call it, monkey wrench in the situation here, so that he can feel justified and move on because he wasn't the committed type, anywho. Okay. However, the tower moment came when the messages started coming in, about a child. Don't. So whether this child was his or not, she had the upper hand now. Okay, and all heck break loose with when he got this tower, that he was not free and clear, that he still had to pay his debts. All right, that was his karma. So he had to pay every which way. and all the opportunities he had to blow his money and waste time and all that. It was not happening, okay? Yeah. So I see this really painful. It's not anything to ever laugh at. However, it's a true story. It's what I'm sharing with you guys. The Divine Spirit is giving it to me right now as we speak. And it's crazy because the Most High had to step in, all right? Because granted, these two were not married, of course not, okay? The only thing he was thinking was, how could he get out of this? When his messages came to give him such a tower moment, he wanted to jump out the window. He wanted to throw the babies out. He wouldn't do anything, but he had to deal with the situation and be strong and look at different ways he could go about this. He could take this as an opportunity and a lesson. Okay, and not go to jail, because that's what that was about. Only reason, he was paying into child support is so he would not go to jail. It wasn't so the baby could eat and be fed and that he had any love or kindness or compassion at the time for a child. It was just something that was keeping him awake at night, that was telling him, if you don't pay, you're going to have to pay one way or the other. And that other way is through jail, okay? He did not want a family. He did not want to, carry these type of burdens. He actually wanted to be sneaky and just set a trap and then cut it off and leave it as so. Okay. So, you guys, I hope you got something from that, because that's what I got. Divine Spirit wanted to share that story with you guys. And to the female, let me see, Divine Spirit, anything you want to say to that female who is still terminally ill? She has some type of illness. And it's crazy because I know what I know. You know what I'm saying? People actually do this in marriages, but this was a situation where it wasn't even a marriage. So, yeah. Okay. Well, yeah, Divine Spirit is saying, Divine Spirit is saying, to this female. Divine Spirit is saying, you're stable without that, okay? You're stable without that energy in your life, okay? All right. They say you have a stable home, you have a stable situation, even without that. You don't need that, okay? Yeah. So stability is here for that female. You know, Even though they both were playing each other. I mean, it's a lot going on here. Some regret. It's some real hard ending here. It's like people just go, juggling one another, okay, hoping for the best, hoping to have the best outcome, when this was really an ending, a terrible ending that leads to lack of clarity, in a situation, and a whole bunch of what ifs. That's what I'm seeing. A whole bunch of what ifs. But to that female, I see stability here for you guys, okay? Yeah. And I see you guys have walked away a long time ago. And you still have a child, even though that's not his child, you still have a child. That's what I'm looking at. You guys still have a chance to, you know, yeah, I see legacy growing here, stuff like that. And able to pass that on. All right, you guys, this is where we must part ways. Of life lasts and not pass. You will see or hear me again. Until then, be safe and be kind to one another. Namaste. One.